Good afternoon. Welcome to this edition of ELL Plus with me, Mary Litchfield.
And me, Areski Boutraa. The headlines in this week's programme.
Heart attacks are on the rise from air pollution, researchers say. We report from one of the worst polluted boroughs, Tower Hamlets.
The general election is finally here. Voters have been heading to the polls. Polling station will be open until 10 o'clock tonight.
Away from all the election drama, people are getting ready for Christmas. We've been out in Hackney joining in the preparations. High levels of air pollution can seriously affect people's heart health, according to the latest research, increasing the risks of heart attacks and strokes.
Tower Hamlet is one of the most polluted local authorities in the country. But now the committee is coming together to fight the silent killer of bad air, as Hongyu Yu reports.
It's a public health emergency, says the British Heart Foundation, having published research earlier this month that puts Tower Hamlets among the worst hit by air pollution in the UK. The study showed that the level of pollution in the borough is equivalent to smoking an average of 154 cigarettes a year. It also suggests that every year around 11,000 heart diseases and stroke deaths in the UK are due to air pollution. So what is the council doing to address such shocking numbers? A spokesman from the Tower Hamlets Council said the Air Quality Fund of £200,000 supports schools and community groups to improve the quality of the air in this area. 2 air quality projects funded by the council recently won the awards for encouraging children to walk and cycle to school. One of them was St. Paul's Way Primary School in Bow. They get recognition for their work encouraging parents to give up their cars for unnecessary journeys.
We began this journey because it was about the children and about protecting the children's developing lungs, about children with existing conditions such as asthma. They were getting worse, children were getting sick, coughs were all over the playground.
Tower Hamlet Council appointed the charity Sustrans to help with the project, making it easier and safer for pupils to walk to school and breathe cleaner air.
I think about the air quality in this area, but because I have children and mother and I want to be healthy as well. But I want to say that I used to live in central London. So for me here is a very good air, I would say. I can see the differences.
Fresher air, healthier children. Sustainable transport comes on 2 wheels or 2 legs. Tower Hamlets are making strides in tackling air pollution. Council, schools and parents working together. Hongyu Yu is London Line's Tower Hamlets.
It's now 3 years since Hackney launched its rough sleeper strategy to tackle the homeless crisis. At that stage, it was one of the 10 worst boroughs for homelessness, according to the charity Shelter.
In a week, 1,000 of Londoners camped in Trafalgar Square to raise money and awareness. Our reporter Griffin has been finding out people can come together to make a change.
With Christmas fast approaching, there are signs that in Hackney at least, the rough sleeper strategy is working. Over 50 volunteers and outreach workers were out on the streets last Friday. They counted 14 people sleeping rough in the borough, down from 23 on a similar night last year. As part of the strategy, officials have been identifying those most at risk of sleeping rough to offer support. They've also been working closely with partner agencies and charities to intervene before individuals are forced to sleep on the streets. Hackney Council weren't able to provide us with an interview this week. However, the picture across the capital is less encouraging. The numbers sleeping rough across London is still on the rise, and last weekend celebrities and campaigners got together to spend the night out in the open to drive home the message in one of the richest cities in the world: people are dying from sleeping rough. Although homelessness is very much on a decline in Hackney, it is still on the rise here in London and still very much a problem all over the world. I'm here at Trafalgar Square at the biggest sleep out, where over 50,000 people all over the world in cities such as Tokyo, Brisbane, LA and Dublin and many more are sleeping out rough tonight for the very first time. The aim is to raise over £50 million to help with homelessness and refugee causes.
We knew it's winter. I think it's a good experience. One of our colleagues was telling us, I hope it will rain, so you will really experience what other people go through, you know, sometimes when the weather conditions are not the best. So yeah, well, if it rains, it rains. We know it's going to be cold tonight, so we're just going to try to keep each other's company and, you know, be warm.
The government are explaining that they will eradicate homeless by 2025, I believe. So it's huge and it's something that we really believe in.
According to the United Nations Human Settlements Programme, 100 million people are homeless across the globe, 320,000 of them in the UK.
'Cause I'm only human after all, and I'm only human after all, don't put your pain on me.
The numbers are up on last year and nearly 30% of them in London.
I'm not too scared about getting cold just because we have a lot of equipment with us, but I think it really reminds us that there are people less fortunate than us, so it's really important to support people to make sure they can stay warm as well when they're sleeping out, not out of choice. So.
Last year, 148 people in London died while sleeping rough. Ellen Coughlan, East London Lines, London.
Across the country, voters are going to the polls in the third general election in the UK in less than 5 years, with the nation deeply divided over Brexit.
In the four boroughs of Hackney, Tower Hamlet, Lewisham and Croydon are at 10 constituencies. While people are electing their new MPs, polling stations have been open since 7 o'clock this morning. After a hard-fought 6 weeks election campaign, the result will decide who will lead the country for the next 5 years.
Our reporter, Clodagh Griffin, is live at a polling station in New Cross. Clodagh, what's been happening where you are?
There's definitely a buzz here at the polling stations. This is the first December election in almost a century and the third general election since 2015. The results are expected to be announced in the early hours. However, the real drama will kick off when the exit poll is unveiled when the polls close at 10 p.m. This will provide the first indication of the results of the 2019 election.
When can we expect to hear the result for our local constituencies?
Well, the first results usually come in just after midnight, but here in London it all kicks off around 2 a.m. Lewisham Deptford, Lewisham East and Lewisham West and Pend will be in around 3 a.m. Heading south, and Croydon Central, Croydon North and Croydon South are due in around 4 a.m. Also, Hackney North and Stoke Newington, along with Hackney South and Shoreditch, will also be in at 4 a.m.
The hashtag dogs at polling station is trending on Twitter at the moment. Have you seen many dogs today?
As always, dogs have been at the heart of the voting, with many pooches showing up across the country. Boris Johnson has been to vote at his local station at Methodist Central Hall in London, along with his dog, Dylan. Here in Lewisham, we have seen a Maltese, a Labrador and even a German Shepherd accompany their owners as they cast their all-important vote. A lot hangs in the balance and we now have a tense wait until the results are announced. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Clodagh. And there will be 4 results for our website, www.eastlondonlines.co.uk, through all the night.
You're watching ELL Plus with me, Mary Litchfield and Areski Boutraa. We're going to take a short break, but stay with us.
See you in a few minutes. Welcome to ELL Plus. So what's been happening around the borough this week?
We are joined now by Elle McGill, who's been working on our website, www.eastlondonlines.co.uk. Elle, tell us about what you and the team have been working on this week.
So we've had a really interesting week. There's been a local Croydon musician who's been jailed with county line drug offences. We've also had Sandra O, who's been spotted filming in the local area in Croydon, and we've also had Peter Cole, who he's on hunger strike and has been so for 22 days, and he's 76, and he's been posted outside the Conservative headquarters. So yeah, busy week.
Now, obviously, the election has been dominating local and national news, and you're going out to get the voice of the people. Has anyone said anything that's surprising, or?
Yeah, so I've been personally out covering the Tower Hamlets area, and it seems the kind of words that are on everyone's lips are Brexit and what's going to happen to our NHS. A lot of our boroughs are Labour strongholds, but Croydon Central is obviously a marginal seat, so it'll be really interesting to see how the voters vote there.
And what will the ELL team will be doing as the votes are counted?
So we'll have people posted at each of the counts. So we'll have live reporting as it comes in, and then we'll also have a team back in the office who'll be covering the election as well from social media. But yeah, really exciting. We'll have news when it comes to you, I guess.
Thank you, Elle.
Thank you for your time.
No problem.
Thank you. The historic Petticoat Lane Market has been given a new dimension with an all-women's market every Friday. It's all part of Tower Hamlets' business regeneration plan, which aims to give businesses run by female entrepreneurs a boost.
The new Lady Lane Market opened last month and has already been attracting attention more from shoppers and traders alike. Melina Havoutis reports.
Street markets have been at the core of East London for generations. Yet, in 2019, according to Tower Hamlets Council, only 10% of these market traders are women. Thanks to the launch of a new all-women market, Lady Lane Market, this could change.
I definitely feel we've 100% been welcome. A lot of people walk around smiling and trying to make conversation. Yeah, definitely. I've seen quite a few people approaching every time we've been here on a Friday, yeah.
When I open it,
the initiative stems from Tower Hamlets Council. The aim is to support and empower culturally diverse women from the local area, particularly those who come from male-dominated environments.
Lady Lane Market is part of an effort to create space for women within East London's famous Petticoat Lane Market. We've been discovering the sight, the smell and the tastes of a female multicultural London.
I sell hot sauce, and it's Somali hot sauce, so with me come to do it, I look in the market, there was no Somali hot sauce, no Somali condiment, so I decided, okay, let me bring Somali flavor to the people, see how it goes.
The women chosen to take part in this project received training in business, marketing, and social media to help their entrepreneurial skills and succeed in their own business. The market supervisor was a man, displaying an inadequate amount of women to take on higher position roles. Nevertheless, the male fellow traders have started to see the benefits of having this new project.
It's fantastic because this end of the market clearly needs to be rejuvenated. And the way I see it is I'm busy enough here, and if more people come to the area, it's only better for everyone because it just generates more, more business for everybody.
The market is expecting more women to join as it continues to receive attention.
Melina, Havoutis, East London Lines.
There are just 13 days to go until Christmas, and as ever at this time of year, it's a season of partying, decorations and present buying. Brits are among the biggest spenders in Europe when it comes to gifts, according to the big accountancy firm Deloitte.
Chocolates are one of the best sellers, they say, with books, cosmetics and perfumes also popular. Food and drinks and money come at the list of the top 5 bestsellers for adults this season. Our reporter Ibrahim has been getting the local angle of Christmas preparations.
Full voices, lights and happiness in the streets. Christmas is definitely here. at Columbia Road in Hackney, famous for its weekend flower market. They have been putting on special Wednesday evening Christmas events, swooping plumes for fir trees. Everyone has their own favorite part of the festive season.
Putting up the trees, pretty special, putting the decorations on the trees, and then, you know, giving gifts and Christmas dinner. Yeah.
The UK is the highest spending market in Europe, ahead of Spain according to the latest Deloitte Christmas survey. Researchers gathered data from 8 countries and over 7,000 people. The average consumer spends £567 this season, apparently mainly on gifts. Spending on travel is up, but spending on socializing has taken a hit. So what are people hoping for by way of a present?
A Labour win in the election tomorrow would be nice.
A watch. The best presents in my life is a tickets for the Killers concert in London in June.
Across London, Goldsmiths too has been getting in the festive mood. The Chamber Choir presented a program of Christmas music in Deptford Town Hall with the traditional Christmas readings, led by the Goldsmiths chaplain.
And naturally, Christmas is inherently Christian, but it's an event that everybody is very welcome to come to.
And it seems that despite the efforts of Columbia Road stallholders, conventional presents buying continues to decrease. Online shopping gets more and more popular, representing 44% of UK total spend, according to Deloitte. Ibrahim Banat, East London Lines, Columbia Road.
That's it for now. We'll be putting together a special programme tomorrow on the local story behind the general election, so do watch out for that on our website www.eastlondonlines.co.uk for the latest news around the boroughs.
And we'll be back in January as usual. Thank you for joining us. From Mary and me, goodbye.